more aware of how I am as a person, and also how I can control myself a little bit better.
A real eye-opener, a lot of perspective, a lot of deep thinking to do, and really makes you think of yourself as a leader, of who you were and who you really want to be.
Just think very consciously about the moments where there is some friction or when things are really going well, to be very aware of what made that happen, what was triggering it, and how can I keep that in mind towards the future and become a better leader.
Our training was really valuable because it reinforced our values or gave us the time to think about them, what we already believe, but it's hard to find in every day the time to think about them and reinforce them.
The biggest learning from there is how people with no reversals and no practice are able to on spot actually collaborate, and just by following instruction and by just being willing to do their part, they can is like the total of the sum of pieces is bigger than the whole group. So it's again surprising result considering that it was totally spontaneous.
Felt it was powerful to see actually somebody guiding or leading a lot of people with no music experience towards something that from the outside looked interesting. Also thought it was quite interesting the way that one has to sometimes focus into the small thing to actually make the larger thing better.
And I think it was brilliant. It just helps you figure out that when a group comes together, how do you collaborate? How do you learn to work with each other?
The possibility of communication without speaking and without saying anything and still achieving great results.
Did not expect for animals, especially horses, to behave so much like people. A lot of the things that I've seen in the interactions with them are very close to what we are experiencing at like regular or day-to-day business. And I think that a lot of the insights and learnings that we take from here can be actually applied in our day-to-day life. And for me, this is the biggest win possible.
So I think the point is you should know the person. The more you know, the better you will react and adapt to their nature, their personality, and you will better be able to make them grow and sort of help them achieve whatever they want in their career.
Have a chance to reflect on what it is to be a leader and the capabilities and how actually you inspire or your personalities or features reflect on other people.
As a leader, it's not only about picking the stuff you want to work with and picking the best people for the job. It's actually also about them accepting you as being the leader. It's about getting that trust. Without that trust, you can lose control quickly, both sides actually, and especially the leader. Then he's the frontman of that group. He's responsible for how this group performs.
I learned this deep little secret that I was actually pondering about for a while, and I was trying to figure out how to really deal with different individuals in the team and different personalities. And when I went out there, the horse that I worked with was actually a horse that had a traumatic experience. So she had a scar on her nose, so she has history, which meant building trust would be a lot harder, even though, she's beautiful, she has strength, and she would follow, but she just needed more time. And I think that says a lot, because there could be A players on the team, and you always have the ones who are very good at promoting themselves and marketing themselves, and they can kind of take a project and roll with it. But then you have the ones who have the knowledge, but they have no idea how to trust their leader and kind of build this relationship, and that goes for me too. So when someone's quiet, it's harder to get information from them. And what this exercise showed me is sometimes you just need to listen, and you just need to give human beings time.
We learned from horses that it's very important to build trust. It's very important to kind of walk step by step together, and to really tell them that, hey, if you have trust in me and I have trust in you, we can do wonderful things, right? So I think that for me was great. There's so much to learn from these experiences.
It's easy to implement these skills what we get here in my team, and actually it was a kind of cross-check. And thank God, Horst showed that I am okay with her, and she trusted me. It means that okay, at least I can lead someone, so I can lead my team better now, I think.
Definitely, there's a lot of things I can take back in the workplace, and I think this was the key thing, that every individual in the team, they could have knowledge, but some people do have more confidence than others in showcasing this.
I can come across as aggressive, so I think this is something quite important. Like, you need to know the history. Sometimes you take a different approach, you might get a very different results.
3 days of a lot of learning, a lot of deep introspection, but I think the takeaways are amazing, and I would highly recommend it to everyone to get a chance and come and participate in this kind of a conference. I think it's just great.